So I've had the privilege of working for this great organization for 22 years. I've held various positions within the logistics function through distribution, warehouse, stock management and supply chain planning over the last 22 years at various locations across the business footprint. So from a regional perspective, our business is divided into 3 regions. My region is Gauteng and Inland. We look after 5 operations, which is the Midrand operation where we're situated today, the Devland operation, Bloemfontein, the Wadeville, and then a dry depot, Bedford View. We run 238 vehicles. We deliver annually 87 million physical cases. We have a customer base of 6,000 direct customers and 30,000 indirect customers as our customer profile. That's the scope of the region at the moment. I think the starting point is that as a business we prioritize safety. So from looking after our people, the communities within which we operate, and road safety is a big part of it because we come very close to the community and other road users. So we look at our equipment, so maintaining world-class levels of preventative maintenance, very well managed and serviced vehicles so that we do not have defects on the road. So from a fleet management perspective, that's a very important foundational practice so that we put safe vehicles onto the road. Then from a people aspect, we prioritize people capability in terms of safety. So there's from a driver perspective, we do defensive driver training. We also do simulator training, where drivers will go through a simulator process where they will be thrown with obstacles and challenges in a simulated environment so that they can practice and train how to correctly respond to it. So that they don't encounter that situation for the first time in a live situation where they haven't had the practice. So there's a significant investment in the capability building of our drivers. We are also accredited RTMS organization, Road Transport Management System, where we are self-managed in terms of all the requirements that extends to us. So driver health is a very important aspect of it. So making sure that our drivers understand what the health requirements of a safe driver are. In conjunction with fatigue management, a lot of fatalities on our South African roads are because of fatigue. And as a responsible company, we make sure that where we have long distance routes, we have 2 drivers on the truck, and that we rest our drivers on a frequent basis. We also do very thorough route risk assessments. We do have infrastructure problems in the country, from roads and bridges and various other scenarios. So we proactively assess the routes that our trucks are on so that we can brief drivers and they can be armed with information when they hit the roads and they know what's going to come their way. And then also we've got an extensive monitoring of our drivers. So we've got in-cab cameras, we've got iCab, our drivers have a panic button, so that when they are in trouble, if something should happen, they get immediate assistance and support. And we have constant monitoring of all our vehicles. The best advice I can give is for drivers not to drive while fatigued. So fatigue management, well rested, giving enough time to rest along your journey. Speed kills. Condition of your vehicle. Lots of accidents are related to poor tires, poor brakes, poor service of your vehicle. So make sure that your vehicle is fully serviced and safe to operate. And then following distance. A lot of road users don't keep the minimum required following distance so that if something should happen to the vehicle in front of you, you have space and time to exercise defensive driving. And then around the larger vehicles like the ones we operate, I would say road users should be even more attentive because you are likely to have a greater line of sight than what operators of large vehicles, buses and trucks would have.
Zero is possible.